Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
I've got a special guest here.
Hi, yeah, I'm Brenda's son, so I'm here.
Nicholas. And you've seen Nicholas before. Nicholas has visited us a few times in the classroom. And last night we were sitting around and he was like, Mom, do you want me to do Casing Tuesday with you tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we ran around this morning. Nicholas made his card this morning. So we've been running around trying to get set up. I had to retake some photos of my card. And so we were a little late. And then the Facebook gods, I was trying to I was trying to set up for my eCam, which I run my video through eCam, and it has to log in with Facebook, which normally it does it automatically, seamlessly. But this morning it decided that I needed to put in all these security codes and stuff, and so that took forever. So I'm sorry, but we're here. Yay! Yeah. So today's Casing Tuesday, and that's the day when we take a card out of the catalog and we give it a makeover. And so Nicholas and I made over the same card, and here it is. Let me pull it up. Ta-da! Here's the card, and at first glance you might go, wow, this is super hard. It's actually not very hard. You could really just take designer series paper, like what we're going to show you in a second, and cut it up into squares. Or you could do what they did. They took a big square, did stamping on it, and then cut it up. But it's basically just a mosaic of 4 different tiles with a greeting on top. So let's take a look at the sketch real quick. Here it is. And actually, I did use that measurement, 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Hello, Connie. I'm glad you're here, and sorry we're late, but we're here. Yay! And so each of those squares is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. If you want to have the bigger square is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then you cut them into 1 7/8 inch from there. So you can do that as a starting point if you're going to take a piece and stamp it and then cut it up. So let's hide these, and these are all over on our Facebook group. So I hope you'll join us and copy the card with us and share it with us on our Facebook group. And that's where you're also going to find a picture of the card and the sketch. Over on my blog, you're going to also find all of that as well as links to the Facebook group, links to our supply list. It's kind of the hub of everything. So, shall we show them our cards?
Yeah, switch the camera.
All right, let's do that. Okay, here are our cards. This one is mine. This is a Christmas one using the Leaves of Holly bundle. And Nicholas.
Yeah, this is my card, so you might be able to tell I made it this morning.
Oh, it's beautiful. I actually really like it, Nick.
But yeah, no, it's a Halloween themed card, obviously, and we have a little Frankenstein kid with
so cute.
An eye.
Yeah, I love it. And that's with the Scary Cute bundle. I'm going to demo my card first. So Nicholas and I are going to play musical chairs. And if you have anything to say, if you want to say hello to Nick, ask him a question. He's monitoring the comments right now, so I will let him do that while I talk about my card. So I'm using the Leaves of Holly bundle. I used this bundle a couple weeks ago, and the paper, the Boughs of Holly paper, was not available, but it is now. It's a gorgeous Christmas paper. When you buy both of these together, you can save 10%. So I definitely recommend these two pair really well together. And I will be using both of those today. So I'm going to pop that over there. Let's get started making this card. So I've got all my pieces here. So I'm trying to think what's the best order to, okay, we're going to start off with the card base. So the card base is soft succulent, and it measures 8.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it in half at the 4 1/4 inch mark. No questions for you, huh, Nick?
Yeah, I'm not too interesting in the stamping world. Yeah.
Oh, yes, you are. You are. You've been on. I looked back, and I think you've done at least 4 previous ones with me.
Yeah, I try to do one once every 4 months or so. At least
No, once a year. I think it's
once a
been.
year.
All
Okay,
right.
wow.
Yeah, it seems like it's been more often, but it hasn't been. So this square of the paper, this is the boughs of holly paper, is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And so all I want to do is I want to cut it into squares of 1 7/8. So when I'm cutting, I'm going to try and keep them oriented, and I'm trying to remember where they are because I kind of want them to fit back. So this is square 1 and this is the one underneath it. So I'm trying to keep those in mind as I do my cutting. When I designed this card, I'm going away next week. I'm going to visit my mom and sister in Canada. And so when I designed this card, I was like, oh, great, a nice, easy, simple card to do today. And then I added a whole level of complexity by having you here, but I love it. And I was totally on board. Okay, so let's just go ahead and glue these down. And what I do, it's about, I want to say just about 1/8 of an inch that you want like around. So I'm just going to kind of start with this corner one. And then I'll just kind of add these ones as I go along. And I'm trying to keep them in order. But with this paper, I mean, it probably, it's red and green. It doesn't really matter too much if it doesn't match up 100%. You could also do like different squares of paper. So you've got paper to use up. You could do 4 different squares of paper. That would be fun too. That would be a really fun look.
Yeah. So it looks like Marty says good morning to us. And yes, my mom is very happy to have me here on Casey Tuesday.
You know what? It's actually Nicholas's birthday tomorrow. So we're celebrating his birthday today because he's leaving tomorrow. So, okay, I need the mini boss, Nick.
Sounds good.
So I'm putting Nick to work for his birthday. Isn't that terrible? Okay, remember the mini boss machine. Normally it says to use platform number 1, but that doesn't work very well for me. So it was recommended I do number 3 platform. So if you have the mini boss and you haven't used it, try using it with the number 3 light gray and then the 2 cutting plates for die cutting. It works so much better. But maybe number 1 works perfectly fine for you, and then just go ahead and use that. So let's grab our little dies. So this one right here has been giving me a little bit of an issue. So the issue is it needs to be run through a few more times. So I actually, on my last video, I wrote ×2 on there. I'm gonna kind of multiply that by a lot and just run it through a few back and forth times. It's really easy once it's in the machine to do that, but if you take it back out, then it's a little harder to feed it back in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run it once all the way through and then back. And then I'm going to hit that sweet spot. This is the spot that is having a little difficulty. So I'm going to go, I've done 1, 2. So let's do 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm hoping I trusted it out with 6 this morning and it seemed to work okay. So let's hope that 6 does the trick. Okay, so I do have to do some more die cutting, but let's just take a look at this and see if this will extract.
Sounds good. Yes, and thank you so much, Marty. Yeah, I'm turning 22 tomorrow, so at 21, it's the legal drinking age here in the U.S. But at 22, I like to joke it's just 1 year closer to retirement. Not that I can retire anytime soon, but
Okay,
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm popping these out. I think
so. It looks like it did actually get most of
this little piece right here is the one that has the most issue right there. But I think it actually die cut through. There we go.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah. So 6, maybe even passing through and doing the 8th pass might have, like 7, 8 would have worked even better. But it definitely needs a few passes. I think it's just those little pieces there are just really, really skinny when it comes through. So, okay, so let's dump those into the detritus into the thing, and let's do some more die cutting. We're going to need a little piece of gold. Where did all my little pieces go? Right here. There they are. Oh, that's white. This is gold. We're going to grab some holly berries.
Yeah, and hi, Mary. It's nice to see you here. I'm starting to meet all your friends, Mom.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I get people that come and visit me while I'm doing all of this, so it's pretty cool. So I've got the backing for these leaves here in gold. The bigger berries, the bold part is in real red, and then the detail will be in cherry cobbler. So I'm just going to run those through all at the same time.
Now, do you need to do these multiple times through?
Nope. I don't know. It's weird. Like, see how this one just, whoa. This one just was like perfect. That, out of all the hollyberry, the label is the only one that makes me work for it. So, okay, those and those. So these are all good. And then I need to do one more label. Mine is die cutting heavy, but there's hardly any stamping. So it's a trade-off. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to cut a label. Whoa.
Yeah, your card has quite a few die cuts on it.
Right. And I could die cut in advance, but I really like to show our products in action because, yeah, like, I mean, people that know how to die cut might find this boring, but, like, what if someone's new? I don't want to, like, not show someone that is brand new how to use stuff. So that's why I kind of do it for the people that really might benefit from it. So, okay, I need to like just pop those on there. We can deal with that later. Okay, so let's move on and fix the card. Okay, so I'm gonna need my evening evergreen, and the card I did a couple weeks ago, I did the Christmas wishes greeting in the stamp set, but I really like the seasons greeting stamp set because some of my friends don't celebrate Christmas, and I want to say seasons greetings instead because I don't know, I just like to do that. I've always done that. Even before I was a card maker, I tried to find some cards that had, some different greetings on it because I like to celebrate with everyone. Okay, so I am going to just adhere this piece onto here, just in the center. And then I'm going to flip this over, and this gold is going to attach to here. So we don't want to put the glue on the gold. We're going to put it on kind of the thicker, just some little dots where there's kind of a little bit more cardstock, just to anchor it down. And then I'm going to line this up and back it up. And hopefully that will look good. Press that down, flip it over, see how pretty. Grab the little bit of excess glue. And then these two will come together like this. So tell everyone where we're going later, Nick.
So later we're going to go to Salem, Massachusetts to help celebrate my birthday. Salem, famously was where those witch trials were.
Yes,
back
very.
many years ago.
It's awful.
It's kind of cool. I've never been there before, but my parents have, so...
I know. I kept insisting, no, you've been there. And he was like, no, I've never been there, Mom. And I'm like, I could have sworn. We had to look back at photos, and he was indeed not there. He was like, no, I've never been to Salem. And I'm like, yes, you have. But, you were on...
I was doing some stuff with school
you were
that
on
summer.
the Prague trip.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Prague and Poland and Berlin, Germany, and that was an awesome trip for you. But,
yeah, it was a really, really cool history credit my school offered, so I was very fortunate.
oh yeah, you even got a history credit for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't just...
Fluff.
No, we did have to do school there. We did have assignments and homework that we had to do every day.
Crazy. Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't, but no, I'm very fortunate for that opportunity, and it's definitely informed a lot of my worldviews.
So look at that. Okay, now we just need to add a little bit of bling to this. And I think I've neglected to pull this out ahead of time. So let me go through I've got my embellishments bin. Oh man, you know what? I think I might have used it on a different card. And I've got like different cards sitting out for, you know what?
In the meantime, I'll show you what the card will eventually look like. So
You know
we're
what?
gonna bling it up here in the end with some of these little
Oh, here it is. It was right there.
jewels. Okay, there we
Good,
go. I'll
good.
get this off the camera.
Yeah, so I love these red rhinestones for Christmas because they look like little holly berries. So I kind of go wild with them. And there's like a little highlight on each of these little berries. And Nicholas, you just threw my card away.
I was placing it off camera. They can't see what's outside of the
I
camera
know,
view.
but I can.
Well, we're not supposed to acknowledge that. You're breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Marty, Germany's a wonderful place. I think that it's definitely had a lot of challenges in the past 100 years, but I think it's made them a lot stronger for it. Especially Berlin, oh my lord, it's such a beautiful city that has so much public transit and good restaurants and lots of culture with immigrants. It's a great place. So if I could speak German, I would love to get a job there. Unfortunately, my schooling takes up a lot of my time, so I don't have as much free time to learn a second or third language.
That would be your third language, I would say.
Yeah, that'd be my third.
Okay, I tied this. This is the vanilla and gold ribbon. It is so pretty. And I tied a bow earlier, and I just put tear and tape on the back while we were talking. And I'm just going to add this here. I probably could have moved my label a little bit that way, and that would have made my life a lot easier placing the bow. But there is the card. And I wanted to... if you were with me a few weeks ago, oh, and here's well, you know what? I think I just scooted it a little bit. You know what? Maybe my bow's a little bigger. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, regardless, isn't this the fun of making Casing Tuesday? It's up to everyone's interpretation about where to place the bows and how to position the different elements of the card.
Right. True. But I wanted to show the other... I made a similar card. This was Casing Tuesday a few weeks ago. So I just wanted to show you that this is kind of cool. Like, you can make slightly different cards with the same supplies and stuff. So, yeah. Awesome. Okay, this is card number 1. And I want Nick now. I'm going to move my stuff out of the way, pull his stuff in, and then I'm going to be out of the way. I'm going to just move this over. You're going to need this trimmer in a second. Okay.
Yes, I am. Okay, so for my card this morning, I have made this Halloween-themed little kid card. You know, it'd be a fun card to make since October and Halloween is coming up in just about a month and a half.
Right, I know. Well, actually it's 2 months, but you kind of need your supplies early because otherwise you're not going to have a chance to make the cards and send them out, right?
Right. And for me, my Halloween really starts the day after when I can get 50% off candy.
Right.
So,
that's awesome.
Right? Okay, so to start with this card, I'm going to keep it here off to the side so I remember how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start by...
do you want to show them the Scary Cute bundle?
Sure, yeah, let's look at the Scary Cute bundle. So... the Scary Cute bundle has some really, really fun...
images.
Yeah, and I played around with this card design a little bit. There was some different elements. I tried some of the different kids, but at the end of the day, I decided to go with this little Frankenstein kid.
He's really cute.
Yeah, you can get his little green eye, and you, Mom, actually colored in the little black part.
You left to get a haircut, and I was like,
I did.
You weren't quite happy with the eye, so I gave the eye a pupil, and he's a little happier.
No, now it looks good, and I'll show you how it looks, before we color it in. It just doesn't look quite right. But the scary cute. Very, very nice. This is Celebration.
No, it's not Celebration.
Oh, no.
Well, we are during Celebration, and actually that's a good thing that you mentioned it. There's just 2 days left to earn Celebration rewards for every $50 or $100 you spend. But this one is in the holiday catalog, and I just wouldn't wait super long to get the Halloween stuff just in case because there's such a short window. If it sells out, it might come back in, but you don't want to be making Halloween cards in November, right?
Right. And is this the die cut set that goes along with this?
Yeah, it's a bundle. So if you buy both of these together, you can save 10%.
Yeah, this is a really nice little haunted mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Anyway, so we don't take too much of your viewers' time up, let's start the stamping of this card. So
I have all the pieces.
Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is you can see this is how the cardstock actually comes. It's a white and black cardstock, but that's not very Halloween themed, so we got to do something about that. So what we're going to do is, you can kind of see I did this morning, just a few hours ago. We're going to blush this up with this Stampin' Up! Thingamadoohicker. Blending brush.
Yeah, isn't
really
it cool?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's got like a bunch of bristles, and I don't know, I don't do any of this stuff, so it's all cool to me. And we're going to use a Calypso Coral, if I can get it open.
So it flips up down here.
I understand.
You like that?
Oh, okay.
And then like that.
There we go. Okay, I'm not going to bother to learn.
Yes, you should learn.
Okay, maybe I should. All right, so what we're going to do is, apparently the technique that we're supposed to do is we can dab this up, and we start by blending it. We start by placing it right here, and then we go over. And if you see, the reason why we do that is because when we first put it down, there's this big blotch of all the loose ink that is on the tip of this blending brush, and we don't want a big blush on the card. If you look right here, when I did it this morning, I didn't do the best job of it, so there's a big blush dot right there.
I actually like the variegation in that, so...
Oh, well, maybe I'll do some at the ends.
Like, I think it naturally does a little bit of it anyway. Like, you can make it really dark and very uniform if you want, but it's okay to, like, have it not be 100% uniform, I think. Right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So while I blend this, Mom, do you want to look at the comments so that we can actually get through them?
Yeah. Oh. Ellie says, hello from southeastern Connecticut. Ellie just moved, so she's like in the throes of boxes and stuff for it.
Oh man, I'm in the middle of a move too right now. I'm moving between apartments.
That's right. Marty says go for it with the colors. So just... so when are you moving into your new place, Nick?
September 1st. So
2 days.
I'm flying back pretty soon to
tomorrow.
To my university town in Canada.
This is the quickest trip ever. Nicholas arrived yesterday evening, and he's leaving tomorrow.
I know.
At noon.
I'm sorry. Well, I tried to spend lots of time with you guys this summer, so...
You did.
What we're going to do now is, I believe the measurement is 1 7/8.
Yes, that's right.
Wow, I got a good memory. No, I don't. So let's see. We're going to have to line this up.
So you see, okay, it's going to line up with this top, and see there's the 2.
Oh, okay, so we can do the 8 right there.
Yeah, that's right.
And
but you want it up here, on here, so you get it square.
So it
there, you just have to, and then just use that. And I always hold down.
Right there.
Yeah,
okay.
While you're cutting.
So see, this is the benefit of having a newbie like myself on Casing Tuesday, is you show all the little techniques that a beginner might not understand how to do.
Right. Here, let me put that down for a second.
Yeah, okay. And now I can do this side, right.
Perfect.
Hither.
Okay, and just, when you bring that arm down, be careful that it doesn't, like, puff the paper and shift it.
Yep. Sounds good. So yeah, while I continue cutting this, do you
Oh
want to look at the
yeah, I'll read
comments?
the comment.
Keep you on
Teresa
track.
says, "Hello, Brenda and Nick. Cool to see you on." Aw. And Nalita says, "I'm happy for both of you." I think that means because you're here visiting. And
Yeah, it's always fun seeing family.
okay.
All
you've got
right,
your
so I
pieces.
got all my pieces,
Well,
and the fun part of this card is you actually throw one away, so we can just get rid of that.
Nicholas.
Well, it's dramatic effect. Come on, it's for the theaters, the camera. So, so now we have our 3 cards, our 3 pieces to the card, and we're gonna stamp this guy now. So, I am going to.
Hopefully, your mom put a piece in there.
I think she did, because she's smart and usually prepared.
Sometimes I have to run across the room to
Perfect. So now we're gonna use just some black ink.
see. I've been using a lot of Native Navy instead of. But Nicholas can actually really perceive the difference between Native Navy and black, so we're going to go full on black. Notice he's kind of twisting on the pad. That's because it's a linen pad, and you want to kind of break up the texture of the linen. You know, the other thing you can do, if you go
on the...
Yeah, like with your hot, moist breath, that helps activate it right before you put it on there. Do another huff.
Interesting. I always thought you were just exhausted when you were doing that, but I didn't realize you actually had there was a purpose. All right, so
yeah,
you got our little guy down. Not too bad. Wow, high praise.
Well, it's just the linen pad's different. You could get a much better image if we use the Stamparatus, but we're not going to do that.
Perfect. So now what
that
we're going to do...
That was an extra piece.
That's an extra piece. In case I messed up. Wow, you really believe in me, Mom.
No,
okay.
I cut an extra one this morning, so it was already...
Sounds good. And we also need to stamp our little greeting. Mm-hmm. Happy Halloweenness.
And Nicholas will get to use the mini boss for the first time. So that will be fun.
All right.
Perfect.
So...
Do you like how that's stamped?
I guess you answered that question for me, so we're going to just flip this over and stamp it one more time. And again, do you want to get through the comments so we can...
Yeah. Try even pressure. Dee says, "Good morning, Brenda and Nick. Happy birthday, Nick. What a treat to have you with us today." Okay.
Aww.
Okay, I like that better.
Okay, there we go. She likes it better.
Well, it was just, if you don't...
It wasn't my best work.
Yes.
So...
Well, and on camera you can barely tell, but I don't know. I just wanted you to have, like...
The highest quality product.
Yes.
All
okay,
right, so now we got Mini Boss.
Mini
Very
Boss.
Cool.
And remember, use plate 3 if you have difficulty with plate 1. Then you're going to need a clear plate on top.
Yes.
And you need this die right here. So I want to just show you, Nick. So this doesn't have any magnets on it. So when you place that on there, it might shift around a bit. So you can use a little bit of this Post-it labeling and cover up tape. I'll just tear you a little piece. And so once you get it down, you kind of use, and then you can kind of just like on a corner, just kind of pin it down and then it stays. But you have to center it first. Stand up while you're doing it.
Okay.
And you can take that piece of tape off and then reposition it because that tape is going to not be your friend. I would lift it off first, the tape.
No, I think I got it. I got it.
Got it centered?
Yep.
Okay.
So now we can put it
place
through.
It, but don't, you see, you're gonna... Yeah, so just shove this out and then place it down and try not to shift it too much. And then if you kind of just...
Wait. Almost.
It's, you have to get the feel for it. So place it down.
So now I can place it down, and hold it, and then
you need to shove it to the entrance here.
Oh man, no, it keeps shifting.
So sometimes what I do, once it's down, I put my left hand down until it catches.
And now I finally got it. So now I can put it through
the
Mini Boss. And that can take this off.
Yeah, just lift it.
Perfect. So now we got
your Happy Halloween.
So now my assistant can
read the comments.
Yeah, and move this off camera.
All right. Catherine says, "Good morning from Pine Top, Arizona." That sounds like a cool place, Pine Top. "I would love to case Nick's project for my next class, if that's okay." Of course it is, Catherine. Please do. Ellie says she loves watching the two of us together. Did you find the
Yes.
end of that tape? That's
No,
the
I
hard-
did not. Where is that? Oh, wait. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, man, that's nearly invisible, eh?
I know. It's hard to find. So I gave you, do you want to do this and then trim, or do you want to do that skinny little strip that I cut for you?
Oh, did you do a skinny little...
I did a skinny little strip. Did it go...
Oh, I found one. Okay, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
You can do this one of two ways. Nicholas is trying to create this little strip down here. So this morning when we did it, he just lined it up on the edge of a piece of paper, or you can cut it right to the right size. So which way do you want to do it?
Let's do it this way. We can show them the way, because that's a little bit much.
This is hard.
Yeah, that's a bit hard, so we'll just get rid of that. And
Nick, throwing stuff around.
well, okay. Again, they couldn't see it. It's off camera. It doesn't matter. Okay, so
he's just gonna line it up with the edge. This is 2 1/4. If you get it right to the edge, it's exactly the right length.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You can overlap.
Yeah, just gonna push it off to the side so that way it has a perfectly straight edge. Oh man.
Actually, if you overlap it this way, so that way you don't have to trim that one side. Yeah. And then you can just lay it down. You want to put it down on the surface now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I got it now.
And then trim it on the back side.
Perfect.
And what I think you should do, perhaps, is trim it with the scissors rather than...
Yeah, I'm going to trim with the scissors. We could use the...
trimmer, but...
Trimmer.
But, yeah, just trim it off.
Okay.
That's fine.
Fine. Yeah, and yeah, so while I cut, and there's
I'm
a
gonna
lull...
read more comments.
Yeah, right?
Betty says, hello to both of us. And she says, what a fantastic Halloween card. So you got some fans, Nick.
Wow.
So Nick is just going to trim the washi tape. And normally you could put the washi tape right on the card, but it was a little hard to position on there. So you could actually run this on here. Perfect. So that's why we're sticking it on there. You could put it underneath, right onto the card.
So now that we have all the elements to our card, I'm going to get this off camera. And we can get our stamping, or our base, which is something charcoal. What's this color called again?
It's called Basic Gray.
Basic Gray. I thought it was charcoal, but alas. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position these, and I'm just going to figure out which way to go. Perfect. And you can turn the stripes around in different patterns. I personally like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, I do.
So just position it however you like, and then we can get gluing.
All right. Yeah, I'm so fixated on what you're doing, but I think we're all caught up with the comments.
So yeah, we can start laying down these panels.
So just a little tip, I would use just a tiny bit less glue, because then you're going to be less slidey. With light paper, it can tend to
so is that...
That's better.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
A lot less glue.
Yeah. Just a tiny, because this glue, especially with a flat surface like that, it's pretty... it's going to stick really well. Tombow is my favorite adhesive. It's just because I do a lot of 3D, and I really love the way it holds everything together. So it's always my go-to adhesive. I go through a lot of it.
Yeah, you do. You have so many bottles. I think you have at least 3 or 4 in your room right now.
I know. It's just I'm scared I'm going to run out. The bottle actually lasts for quite a long time. But
I know.
It's amazing how long the bottle lasts, but I'm always scared that I'm going to run out. So I always have, I have one bottle sitting here as backup, and then I also have...
the backup to the backup.
I have the backup to the backup, because that's the kind of girl I am. Yeah. Okay. Got that in there. You know, we probably could have stuck the washi tape right to the card, but
You
it would
definitely could have.
But you know, the problem is like getting it lined up in the right spot. That's the hard part. Like if you want just to, yeah, that's
Yeah, no. So see, like if you want it a bit lower, a bit higher.
It's
if
just,
you
yeah.
Yeah, if you stick it directly to the card, you don't get this flexibility that you do with the Tombow glue.
Right.
So I think I like it right about there.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to visualize when you plop it down.
Yes.
So.
And what I'm gonna do is I will take both. I'm gonna point
that's so smart.
a little scissor right there so I know where to put it, and then I can just add my glue.
Right. We could have maybe done that with the washi tape too, but
could have.
You know, it's just
maybe should have.
Yeah.
But we learn from our mistakes.
Well, it's not really a mistake. It's just that also, like, then with the washi tape, you have to, like, you know, cut it to the right length and stuff. And this way, I think I want you to move this just a bit over.
Okay. And there's some glue there, but
that's okay. I always use my fingers. It's like
it's
my exfoliation. Actually, afterwards, you can use like I actually just use like a white rubber eraser once it's dry and just carefully just remove the glue. But they also sell like a, not Stampin' Up, but there is a thing that is an adhesive remover.
All right, so we're almost done, but now the most exciting part of this card is we add a little eye. So
and I already marked one up for you.
yeah. So is there...
I just use the black Stampin' Blends, the dark one, and I put a little dot on the top of these matte dots. And if you want these matte dots, they are currently unavailable. I just looked them up this morning, but they will be back in stock soon, and then you'll be able to get them. You could do the same thing with other colored dots that we have, even our rhinestones, and create an eye in that way. But those are really cool because they match our new in colors, but they'll be back in stock.
Yeah.
But
so
at
now,
least the other papers are in.
Right, so so now we're done our second card for the day.
Yeah, why don't you where's my card? Did I put my card away?
Well, that is a great question, Mother. Where is the card? Okay, so we got...
Okay. So let's go back. Okay, here we go. There's my card, and let's switch back over to our. This is my card, and this is Nick's card.
This is my card. Yeah.
I actually really like your card. I like that you use the blending brush on it, and it's like super. This layout is like super easy actually.
It is, yeah.
You know, and if you had paper, you know, like I just cut paper and I did a really fancy label, and Nicholas made his own paper, and that's one of the cool things about the black and white designs paper is like you can change it into any color you want. You know, if it's Halloween, it can be, you know, orange, but you could also do different colors like for spring or whatever. Or
Christmas.
Yeah,
holiday
You
season.
could do a red and black one or a green and black one as well. So, yeah. So, I love the layout for today. I hope you guys will give it a whirl because it's not super hard and it's kind of perfect for the end of August. So don't forget that we just have today and tomorrow left a celebration. Take advantage of that before it goes away, September 1st. I have a host code, and there's just 2 days left to earn my reward, which I'm hitting Nicholas. These are the reward for the month. Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems. You need to spend $50 with me using this host code, and then you'll receive a package of these mailed out in September. And I'm really hoping that by overnighting these, I will be able to get them before I leave for my trip to Canada. I'm going to visit my mom and sister next week in British Columbia, and I'll be gone for about 10 days. So I'm going to, next week and the following Tuesday, I will be posting videos instead of going live. And then, so in 3 weeks, I will be back to doing lives. But I'll be having videos for you at all my normal slots on Tuesdays and Fridays. And this Friday, of course, I'll still be here. And I've already got a great project planned for you for Friday. So make sure you tune in on Friday. But then I'll just have my regular lives will be turned into videos for those times that I'm gone. So you'll still be able to catch me. Yay.
Wow. You prepared.
Yeah. I prepared. Yeah, I have to film 2 more videos. I've got 2 videos filmed and I've got to film a couple more. So I am prepared. And September, we're switching over to a new host code. And there's going to be a new promotions in September. But the celebration, the free is going away. So let's just double check. Cindy said, how sweet that your wonderful son joined us. Yeah,
Aww.
He's really sweet. I was really surprised that he even mentioned it because he was here for such a short time. And also this summer he was visiting for a bit, but he was actually working while I was working. I'm very proud of him. He's an engineering student, and he does co-op, which means that he works one semester and then goes to school one semester. And so he's on his work semester, he's like really working hard. And I did not, he would have been working during the day on Tuesday, so I didn't even ask him if he wanted to join me. And so that's why I was just so pleased that he wanted to join us.
We got it in. We did it.
Yeah. And Migdalia also said how awesome that your son is making cards with you. It is. It is. And Cindy says, I have an incredibly handsome son.
Aw, thanks. Yeah. I try my best.
He takes after his daddy. Betty says, have a wonderful visit with your mom and sister. Thank you. I will. I haven't seen them for a year. I'm trying to go out on a yearly basis. It's a little bit of a trek to fly out there. I'm flying Air Canada and I'm in Boston, and they are in the most western province of Canada, British Columbia. And so I actually need 3 flights to get there. So hopefully this time both myself and my luggage will arrive there on the same day.
Ooh, with Air Canada? I wouldn't bet on it.
Last year, my luggage arrived a week into my trip. My handle on my luggage got torn off. I don't know how they managed it. It just literally was torn off. So both the routing tag and my identification tag were torn off. So they had no idea who the piece of luggage belonged to. So I tried to stay calm about it though, and it did. I had to fill in a lot of forms, but it finally arrived, and I was able to wear my own clothes for the second week of my trip. So it was kind of fun. I got to wear my mom and sister's clothes.
Oh, wow.
I know. It just felt a little weird not being in my own clothes, but that's okay. There was a drugstore close by, so I bought any of the other stuff that I needed. And I can't do the carry-on for it's actually 11 days that I'm going to be gone. And I just can't do a carry-on for that amount of time. It's just too small for me. I'm a girl. Mm-hmm. I need some stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a high maintenance girl, I still need a few things. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you tune in on Friday. Thank you so much, Nick, for being here.
Of course, yeah.
Aww.
So,
he's turning 22. I can't believe I have a 22-year-old son.
Yeah.
And I'm not even 40 yet. I'm just kidding.
Funny.
I'm in my 50s, but
high school must have been a bit of a wild time for you.
No, he's great, and nothing wrong with having kids young. But yeah, I'm just joking. Yeah. I don't mind being in my 50s, but I love to joke around a little bit. For sure. Have a bit of a sense of humor, Canadian sense of humor. Marty says, have fun today. Thanks for the great video. All right, guys. We'll see you on Friday. Have a great week until then. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.